Hey everybody, it's Lora here, and while we're kind of still at home and dreaming about all the places that we're going to go, I thought I would start by doing a little cooking demonstration for you. I'm hoping to do this every week or every 2 weeks, and today I'm actually going to be starting with one of the destinations that's been on my bucket list for quite some time, and I know from conversations I've had with you that Portugal is definitely a hot destination and one that your clients are really looking forward to going and visit. So today I'm actually going to make some Portuguese milk tarts, or Queijada de Leite in Portuguese, and I do apologize for my Portuguese. But yeah, let's get started. I've actually got a recipe from a dear friend of mine who's actually from the Azores, which are the islands just that I belong to Portugal. And I'm going to make these for you today, so let's get started. Super, super easy, really nice, simple ingredients, but oh my gosh, I can tell you firsthand experience, these taste delicious. And if you've ever been to any sort of a gathering with friends or family who are from Portugal, or if you've ever had the chance to visit Portugal, I'm sure you found these at all the little bakeries there. So, ingredients wise, we're going to start with some eggs. So there's actually 4 eggs, and I've already mixed them up here for the tarts. So we're gonna go ahead and put eggs. We have sugar, and I'm using yellow sugar instead of granulated sugar, but you can use either or. It's 2.5 cups of sugar. We have 1.5 cups of flour, okay? And we also have 4 tablespoons of butter, which I've just melted a little bit just to make it easier for mixing. So let's go ahead and start mixing the ingredients here. So we're gonna start with the butter. Let's throw the butter in here. So we have the butter. We're gonna throw the sugar in. Lots of sugar. Didn't say they were necessarily healthy tarts, but they sure taste good. We're gonna go ahead and add the flour in here as well, and let's kind of give this a little bit of a sift here. And let's get that in there. We're gonna throw some eggs in, and let's go ahead and mix this all up. All right, so once this is well mixed, then there's just one final ingredient to add, which is the milk. And when it comes to milk, we are using homo milk today. The whole milk definitely makes a better consistency and a better texture when it comes to making your custard. And what's really nice about these particular tarts is, as opposed to the other tarts that you may be familiar with from Portugal, are the Portuguese custard tarts, which require the puff pastry. So they're a little bit more work. These are super, super simple. They actually make their own crust with the custard inside, so they're fantastic. They taste absolutely delicious. Okay, so we go ahead, we've got that in there. So now we're gonna go ahead and add the milk. So we've got 4 cups of milk that we are adding. Let me just grab this. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and, oops, spillage. Never said I was a clean cook. Gotta have a little bit of fun. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're going to gradually add the milk in here. So let me just give this a little stir first. And we're gonna mix this in as it goes along. And while we've done that, I've actually already turned the oven on. So the oven is actually at 350 degrees. And I've gone ahead and greased some muffin tins as well. So you don't use any papers with these particular kinds of tarts. We're gonna just go ahead and put them into greased muffin tins and cook them for 45 minutes to an hour. So we keep an eye on that, but let me go ahead and get this all mixed in here. As you can see, it is quite liquidy, and that's how you want it to look. It's supposed to look liquidy like this because it is gonna thicken up and form when it's actually cooking in the oven. Okay, so now that we have everything mixed together, we're gonna go ahead and throw them in the muffin tins. We've got, as I said, the oven is heated up at 350 degrees, and you put these in at about 3/4 of the way up. We're just gonna fill up these little muffins, and you don't use papers. So we'll take them out with a hot knife when they come out of the oven warm, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so we have our Portuguese milk tarts, our Queijada de Leite, ready to go in the oven. As I mentioned, preheat your oven for 350 degrees, and we're gonna go ahead and put them in there for about 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now, and I'll see you when they're all out. Okay, so I believe they are all good and ready to come on out of here. You can see how they're nice golden brown. They've crisped up nicely around the edges. Check those out. So there we go. Okay, so these are out. I'm just gonna let them cool slightly before I take them out of the muffin tins. But before I do that, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of brown sugar and cinnamon on the top. Can't have too much brown sugar and cinnamon. They turned out pretty good, I must say. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to take and cut around the edge of the tart, okay, and loosen that up. And as we get that loose, because we did have it nicely greased, we're going to go ahead and take this out and put it over here on the rack to cool. And I will be back in a little while with a taste test. Okay, well, they have cooled down a little bit, so let me go ahead and see how they taste. All right, as you can see, it kind of created its own little crust, and then the inside of it, if I did make them correctly, should be nice and custardy. See? Perfection. Yum. Okay, so thanks again everybody for tuning in. I will be posting the recipe after this video, but I'm gonna just pan you over here and give you a guess on maybe where we're going to be going for our next destination. So if you want to go ahead and post that in the comments, if you've had a chance to actually try out these milk tarts yourself, please do share your photographs. And until the next time, have a wonderful day. Thanks, guys.